God, my forehead is so big. Look, it takes up the whole screen.
Your forehead's massive.
Just stay still then.
You're like a Klingon. Lieutenant Worf.
I don't even know who that is, so I don't care.
You know Star Trek?
Yeah, what, the one with the thingy head? That's horrible. Yeah, that's right, you flinch.
Alright, good morning guys, welcome back to the van. So today we're going to do a Q&A video, mostly because we don't have another video. So.
Louise has been lazy.
No, Louise has been busy and I haven't had time to go to work, do the work in the van and film and edit the video and recover from our trip to the Peak District because we was knackered by the time we got back.
Yeah, and I'm not allowed to do any of the editing because apparently I'm not good enough. So
no, you would be good enough, but you just lack effort.
No.
You just put all the clips together and just put it out. It'd be like 90 minutes long.
I'll do that one day.
Right, so Q&A. Right, so the first question is, how many tea bags did you get through while building the van? And the answer is 176. I've got no idea. It would have been a lot. You'll have seen that I'm a massive tea drinker, so.
And coffee.
Yeah, and coffee. So.
Tea in the morning, coffee during the day, tea at night.
Yeah, I reckon probably 4 boxes. Well, no, it'd be like 8 months worth of tea, wouldn't it?
I don't even know why we're still discussing how much tea you drunk.
I drank a lot of tea. Have you thought about putting all-terrain tyres on? Yes, I really want all-terrain tyres. I haven't done any research, so don't ask me what ones I'm looking at because I haven't got a clue. But I'm going to need 2 new ones at the front, so when that needs doing, we'll probably do all 4. Whether we'll go all-terrain or all-weather, or I don't want to go too big and chunky, but do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just not interested.
Right, you like this one. This is the one you want to answer. Right, would you rather fight 1 horse-sized duck or 10 duck-sized horses?
Oh, fight! I thought they said, would you rather have?
Oh, no. Would you rather fight?
Oh, okay, go on, ask me again.
Would you rather fight 1 horse-sized duck, so it's like a massive duck, or 10 duck-sized horses?
Oh, yeah, I'll still go for 10 duck-sized horses.
See, I wouldn't. I'd go for 1 horse-sized duck.
Why?
Because you just got one thing to worry about. 10 little tiny...
Yeah, well, no, but I'm good at multitasking, so...
And to you, you're on their level.
Well, exactly.
So, yeah, we've got a difference of opinion there. Right, the next question. Someone would like to know how the toilet is going. So we've got the... What is it? It's a Thetford...
Oh, it's the little one.
It's the Q,
335? 335?
Yeah, the really, really smallest one. So that generally...
Sorry, can I just note that I got that right?
I bet you checked.
I didn't. I promise I
You saw that
didn't.
question and thought, oh, I'll Google that and then I'll look knowledgeable.
No, I didn't. I knew that one.
Anyway, yeah, we've got the smallest one and it lasts us for about, if we don't use any other toilets, it lasts us for about 2 days, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And we are using the bio tablets, which are brilliant, and I forgot to empty it the other day for quite some time in all this heat and it didn't smell at all, did it?
No, it was good.
So yeah, we're really pleased with the toilet. I think if we had space, I would go for a bigger one just so it lasts a little bit longer. But where we've got it, we just don't have the space. So yeah, the Thetford toilet's good. The bio tablets are good. Bigger one if you can, I would say.
Yeah, I really like the toilet.
You love the toilet, didn't you? What are our long-term plans for the van / van life? We have different long-term plans for the van, so I'm just like waiting to go. Emily wants to sell this van, buy a new van, and she wants me to build another one. Tell them why? Because you want that cupboard over there.
Yeah. No. Oh, it's a long story, really. It's not, but it is. Basically, I didn't pay attention. So in a nutshell, I was just like, yeah. Lou would ask me questions, so it isn't her fault. But I would just pay a lot more attention this time because I was like, when she was doing like layouts and this and that, and I was just like, yeah, just well, wherever you're doing it, you're building it, just put it wherever. And then now I'm like,
you don't want to change much. You just want that over there, and you want to move the sink, don't you?
I know, I don't want to move the sink.
I thought you wanted more space around the sink.
Oh yeah, I do want more space, but I have realised that when you look at other people's vans, I've got quite a lot of space.
You've got loads of space. So is that all you want to do, is move that over there?
Yeah. Oh, maybe... Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah, but that still hasn't really answered our long-term plans.
Oh yeah, long-term plans. Long-term plans. So it's difficult. You've got COVID, you've got Brexit. It's just, I think...
We want to get over into Europe and stuff and start travelling around there. There are a few factors that we're waiting on, because there are a few things that are going on in our lives at the moment that we kind of need to wait for answers for until we can like sort of make that decision. So,
well, then I'll go to this other question. Then this is the question we get like 2 questions all the time. One is, what colour is our kitchen? And it's Cat Banat furniture paint from B&Q.
Yeah, B&Q. Yeah,
B&Q. And the other question we get all the time is, what do we do for a living? So
you all think that Louise is like works with wood. She doesn't. She's a pole dancer. And her stage name is Tallulah. My name is Tallulah.
No, as of the end of August, actually, I won't be doing very much at all for a living, because my company is actually a COVID casualty and it's shutting down, so I'm getting made redundant at the end of August. But yeah, so that is one of the factors that's going to determine our long-term plans. So I would like to go at the end of August, but obviously with the current climate, Emily's got a good job. Is it stupid to give up a good job at the end of August when come October there might be a huge second peak, we're forced to come back to England, and then no one's got a job? So I think we're just going to play it by ear for a bit longer, don't we?
Yeah, I definitely think that we're gonna take each week as it comes, isn't it? You know, Europe and living in a van is the end goal, but we do have to be realistic, because it's like, for me, it's not just us.
Oh yeah, we've got
like
the dog and the cat to
Summer and
consider as well.
AJ, and you know that's important, and that plays a big factor as well.
Yeah, because with Brexit, travelling with a dog may become a little bit more difficult. So we're just going to wait and see. But in an ideal world, we'd like to be going soon to Europe. If not, we've thought about just doing the UK, but we don't really want to do the UK in winter. Not really, not with the dog and the cat, because it's just going to be a bit restrictive. So yeah, we'll see. But as for what I do for a living, my most current job, I work for a fine art shipping company. I'm a technical manager there. But before that, I've always sort of done woodwork-based jobs in some way, shape or form. So that is my background. So that's why building the van wasn't... Well, it was hard. But the woodwork side of it wasn't that hard, although it was boring. But yeah. And then you?
I'm a operations and project manager, believe it or not.
Can you believe it?
For a marquee company. And luckily... You think of marquees and it would be events and stuff, but we have been quite good through the COVID and stuff, because we've done things for hospitals and things like that. So yeah,
when Emily says marquees, she doesn't mean like wedding marquees. She means huge, great, big, massive structures. We do warehouses for Amazon and stuff like that when they're building their big warehouses and stuff. So you do all the big events, didn't you? Tennis and sports and rugby and
NFL, and for Chelsea we've worked quite close with Chelsea over this COVID period and stuff. The boxing that's going on at the weekend, we've done all the marquees and everything for that, for Sky Boxing.
And I know in the videos I generally take the mickey out of you, but Emily's very good at her job, and you have a very stressful job, don't you?
I do, yes.
So she's on the ball. So yeah, that's what we do, or that's what we did, and we'll see what goes from there. So if you can't do your current jobs while you're on the road, how will you be earning money? Now the whole point is, for the first year we don't want to be working, so we've got savings ready to go, but you might have a look for an online remote job.
Yeah.
So we'll see. The world's changing, so I think online remote jobs might become more and more easy to find once COVID's calmed down and everyone's back to work, because obviously mass redundancy is coming. So but for the first year we don't really want to be having to work, so that's the whole point. We've both worked since we was 16, full time without a break, so we don't have any children, so you know, we're going to take a year off, aren't we?
We want to take a year off. We've saved for it, so that's what we'd like to do.
Yeah, and someone else asked the question, how much have we saved up for our first year of van life? Now, it's a bit difficult because we own our own house and we're not going to be selling that straight away. So our budget for our year away does include paying the mortgage, the council tax and all the bills that go with owning a house. But to break that down, we've budgeted £1,000 a month for fuel and food and campsites if we need them. And then there's another couple of £100 a month within our budget for like van insurance, Wi-Fi, so bills basically. So just for travelling, if we didn't have the house, it'd be about £1,200 a month. And then, so that's £14,400, isn't it? And then also we'll have like a few grand in like an emergency fund, so if the van breaks down or the dog needs to go to the vets or we've got any problems. So
or summer needs extra food.
Yeah, summer needs extra. Well, your snack budget does us,
well, this
doesn't
is it, yeah.
Then your beers.
You know, we've got to factor that in as well.
So sorry, 14,400 is wrong. 28 grand for your snacks.
10,000 for snacks.
So no, I would say it's about 14, 15, 16, probably about 18 grand just for the travel part and paying for the van. And then obviously we've got separate money that we need to think about for paying for the house. So the reason we don't want to sell the house straight away is because, again, because of COVID, if this all kicks off, we're not going to get a cheap mortgage like this again. So
No.
it gives us a base, but we do want to eventually get to the point where we can sell the house.
Definitely.
But even then, that money won't be for travelling. That will just go into an account and be for when we're old.
Yeah, for the old, yeah.
What's your favourite one pot van meal? Emily's is a multi-pack of Snickers.
No, it's not.
What is it then?
It's popcorn. No, mine is jambalaya.
Ah, mine's jambalaya.
Oh, look at us.
Yeah, mine's...
what's it called? Synchronising.
That's right.
I know, right?
No, mine is jambalaya, but I also like stir fry, but not with noodles. I just like all the veg and the sauce with French bread.
Yeah.
So either one of those two is a winner with me. And this guy's question, finally, if I give you a quid, Lou, can I see you without a cap on? No. Not for a quid.
Honestly, there will be a day, I promise, that it probably won't go up on YouTube because she won't do it because she does the editing.
It will when we get somewhere where there's water, if I'm swimming in
Oh
it.
yeah, she always takes her hat off
So,
when
yeah.
there's water. Yeah.
Yeah, so once I get somewhere where there's like water, the hat comes off.
Such a dick.
So that brings us on to the next question, which is, how did we meet? How long did you date before deciding to marry? And did Louise wear a baseball cap during the ceremony? Now, no, I did not, but I did wear a flat cap for the entire reception.
Honestly. When did we meet?
So-
Did we meet? Or
How did we meet? So we've known each other for a long, long time, on and off, on and off and off, and then we sort of met in a properly when we got like the big one, the big one. We was in a nightclub.
the big mistake.
Do you remember? And you messaged me saying, "Are you in Riverside?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Oh.
You remember?
No.
Too drunk.
Yeah.
Too drunk. And she actually, she took my hat off. Now, normally if someone does that to me,
Oh
in a
yes,
night, you remember?
yes, because then
That's
I
when
had
it's
an
Trilby.
argument with.
Yeah, so if I'm wearing a hat in a nightclub, quite often people take it off and think it's funny. I usually kick right off and it ends in catastrophe. But for some reason, I let you wear it, didn't I?
Oh
Yeah?
yes.
Remember?
Yes, yeah, I do.
So yeah, that's sort of that. And then, how long did you date before deciding to marry? What year did we get married?
Cool, let me talk. You're just rabbling on. I'm
I am
not
gonna
getting
let
a
you
word
talk,
in
but I'm
each
just
way.
asking when we got married.
2000, I don't know, 2015.
That's when it was game over.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, in August 2011 we started dating properly. And then yeah, got married February 2015.
Yeah, and it's deciding to marry. Well, it just wasn't legal before that, so I think they've made it legal in 2014. This is marriage and not civil partnership, because obviously you could do that before, but I didn't really want one of those.
No, and we decided to get married within 3 weeks.
Yeah,
yeah.
3 weeks. I saw one of the wedding venues had a really good deal on. So for 3 weeks later, so we booked it.
No, the reason was we used to run holiday parks up north, and the holiday park was closing for the month of February, and the owner said that we could use all the log cabins.
Yeah, for the guests.
For the guests. So we only had like 30 people at our wedding because they had to travel up north, didn't they? So
yeah,
so they came up there. I lost my train of thought because I wanted to say that we don't like people.
We don't like people. This whole COVID, we had a COVID wedding before it was cool. Well, we did. We had 30 guests.
You can't say that we don't like people.
Well, we don't like our own family then.
Yeah, that's true. No, there was a pain. There was a pain. You know what it's like at families. So-and-so can't sit next to so-and-so. Can you invite so-and-so? No. So it was the ideal opportunity, being up north and not having to worry about inviting that second cousin once removed and back again. No.
Yeah, and also you have to pay for everybody's dinner, so it gets
Yeah.
expensive quickly.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to pay for dinners for people that I don't really know. So yeah, we just had.
Our wedding cost like $3,500.
Yeah.
It just no expense spared like on that day.
There's no point spending 20 grand on a wedding. It's just
Not
it's just a waste
in
of
our
money.
opinion.
Right. Oh, this is you. When does she get to hold the big camera? Well, never.
I'm not a dropper.
You're a dropper.
I'm not.
Kelly, my sister wants to know when we are taking our nieces for a trip in the van. And as I said to her, there's a reason we removed that middle seat and we just got 2 seats in the van.
No, Kelly, whenever you want to bring them to us, you have to meet us.
No, we will. We will take them soon, won't we? We'll take some kids camping.
Yeah. We only... No, that's wrong. We don't only like Nell.
We only like one of our nieces.
We only like one of them, Kelly. No, I didn't mean it like that. No, the other one is... Don't. Bug is whingy.
Yeah, she's pretty... Yeah, but she's small.
Yeah, she is small. Nell's fun. She runs about and stuff.
How do we keep AJ cool in the back of the van? So AJ's our dog. Well, to be honest, when we and this is when we're on the move. This isn't when we're stationary. This is when we're moved. Now we've got aircon, which I think helps. And then because of the insulation, when we're on the move, it doesn't actually get hot in the back of our van. So I think if your van isn't well insulated and you don't have aircon, then yeah, you're going to have a problem. Even if you open the windows, you're just letting warm air in. But so far.
And as well, AJ's not like, you know, some vans have got like cages or parts for the dog, haven't they? Like, we haven't got that. He is tethered because we've got an anchor point, but he's got kind of like free range, so that's a little bit...
Yeah, he can move around a bit, so if he needs to get into, like, say the sun's coming through that window, he can slide over and get into a bit of shade, can't he? So so far, we've not been anywhere that's like sort of like 35 degrees yet, but so far it's not been an issue, has it? So I think as long as the back of your van is well insulated and you've got aircon is a big bonus, but even opening the windows should be enough. If in our last van it was much hotter because it wasn't as well insulated and we didn't have aircon, but we would just do our journeys either really early in the morning or late at night. That was the only way, because we had 2 big dogs then, and you know.
We did stop as well, even on a short journey and stuff. We'd stop so that they could have some water and stuff like that, didn't they? So
that would be my advice: is if your van does get hot and you're travelling with dogs, just go at like 4 a.m, 5 a.m, whenever it's coolest.
Yeah. And when we're at like campsites and stuff like that, and it's too hot and stuff, we don't obviously take them out during the day. Take AJ during the day. We just stay around the van, and it's quite cool in here. And I've also got a spray bottle, just like a misty one. So and then I can spray him with tepid water. Don't ever spray with like cold water or anything like that. So, and that kind of keeps him cool as well, doesn't it? Yeah.
So that, again, we just walk in really early, don't we?
Yeah, and really late.
Someone's asked if my rucksack is a Gandhi, my camera bag. Let me show you. I don't think it is. So this rucksack, it was a gift from you, so I don't actually know what it is. But if you got it from Amazon, if I can find a link, or if Emily can find a link, we'll stick it in the description. It's not waterproof, it's not weatherproof though, so it will resist a little bit of rain. But if it was to come down, I think it would go through the zips and stuff. So you have to get one of them outer bags to put it in.
Yeah, so we've been staying in the sides of the house with her, at the side of the house, in the van and stuff, and then we're going to start moving about the close to different areas with her and staying in it and stuff like that, and do it that way, aren't we?
We'll do it bit by bit, and she's very fat and lazy, so she's not, you know, she likes to be close, doesn't she?
She does like to be close, yeah.
I think that after the first couple of trips she'll adapt to it quite well, so I think soon, in probably about a month's time, you'll see her in vlogs coming about with us, hopefully. We have bought her a tracker as well, so if there is any issues we can track her.
Yeah.
What are the top 3 things you would change in your van, or change, upgrade, stroke, take out?
them over that side is for me. Well, I don't really want to talk about some of the changes because we're going to do some of them.
Yeah, we are going to be doing, not next week, the week, probably in 2 weeks' time, there are some changes afoot. So, just because you've whinged, haven't you? So
yeah, and because of our jobs and Lou's job, like finishing soon, we're not able to go away at the weekends because it's pretty full on at the moment. So we thought it was the ideal opportunity.
Oh yeah, there's kids everywhere.
No, not because of the kids.
Well, there is, though, isn't there?
Well, ideal opportunity to do some of the things that, the easy things that we can change now, getting ready for van life.
I would change the position of my skylights so that I could put the solar panel on long ways rather than it being width ways, because that really bothers me.
Does it?
Yeah, because I was only needed about that much more length, and then I could have got it on long ways. Yeah, so if I'd have thought more about the solar before I put the roof lights in, I may have had space to just separate them a little bit and get the solar panel in long ways.
Maybe I changed like the sink, but now I'm used to it.
Yeah, perhaps we'd change the sink so it went in the other way round, giving you a bit more space.
But I have got that cool little, let me show you, because I do like it. Oh, I made this out of pottery. Look, it's cool, right? Yeah, so this is my like draining board. Yeah, I really like it. It just fits in the gap nicely, doesn't it? So now that I got that, it's not so...
£35.
Yeah, well, it's little. Everything that's little is expensive.
Yeah, I know.
Just remember that. Everything is little is expensive.
You did think about, you said you might want to change one of these to a Max Air fan.
Yeah.
But
I like this one because when you're laying in bed, it's just nice, ain't it?
Yeah, she only wants to change it. We haven't had any ventilation issues, but it's just because she's seen lots of other people have them in their van, so obviously she wants one. So, do you even know what it does?
Air stuff.
Right, okay, fine. Take out. I don't think I'd change much else.
I would like to have painted all the insides of the cupboards and stuff.
Oh, yeah, that is something I would change. So when we built the van, I was very much on a tight deadline, so everything looks nice on the outside, but some of like the finishing inside the cupboards like isn't great. I didn't know lockdown was coming. If I'd have known lockdown was coming and I was going to get like 3 months off work at the end of it, then obviously I would have taken much more time and care. So yeah, in hindsight,
yeah,
I would have spent longer on the finishing of the bits you can't see. But I didn't know at the time, so...
Because, like, when you have this out, like, there's just
There's nothing wrong with that one.
Well, anyway, that's what I would like to... A little bit more time to do the finishing touches.
And what are the top 3 things in the van that you could not live without? Toilet. Loving the toilet. We didn't have a toilet in a lot.
You do your own top 3 and I do my own top 3.
Yeah, obviously. Toilet. Now, this isn't a thing that's in the van, but it's the swivel seats. I think the swivel seats, having that bulkhead out and swivel seats it's just huge, because if you pull up somewhere and it's raining, you haven't got to get out of the van, you haven't got to get the dog out of the van.
Well, and at the moment, we're not used to making sure everything is, we need like a checklist. And so many times, oh no, the cupboard's open. Oh no, that's underside. And you can just pull over, quickly jump in, and
fix it, yeah.
It's done, isn't it? So it is really good having the swivel seats, definitely.
Yeah, and the other thing is power. So in our last van we didn't really have any electrics, so having just the ability to plug things in, for me, is a bonus. But apart from that, I don't really have any things that I need in here. So
my top 3 are toilet. I never knew I needed a wee so much. My Hoover, honestly, it really does get in the cracks. It's just ridiculous. It does. It's so good. I don't Hoover every day though. I do sweep out. But I do Hoover like every couple of days because of the carpet and stuff. And like I say, because of our toilet like pulls out from the bench seat, the hairs and stuff get all in there and some are seeing it, so it's amazing. And then my wok. I love my wok. It's just big enough for 2 of us, and it's so little and compact, and it's good for my one-pot meals.
It is good for your one-pot meals. Right, what van is our van? It's a Citroen Relay L3H2. We get that question all the time. It is exactly the same as a Peugeot Boxer L3H2 and a Fiat Ducato L3H2. Ours does look bigger, but if you because everyone says there's no way that it looks too big, it's because if you followed our build series, I've deliberately kept the kitchen narrow. I've kept floor space on purpose, so everything in here is a bit smaller than what most people would put in their vans, just so we have the floor space for the dog. And then I've got a wide angle lens on my camera, so in pictures it does look bigger, but we built it with space in mind, so that's why. But no, it really is a Citroen Relay L3H2. Was there anything we forgot or wish we had taken with us on our first trip away in the van?
Pair of jeans.
Well, you didn't take any jumpers either.
No, I did. I had 2 jumpers.
She took 2 jumpers.
2 jumpers, 2 tracksuit bottoms. I took my dungarees, but I didn't take a pair of jeans. And I didn't realise the weather was going to be so crappy. But
no. She did take an entire cupboard full of clothes she didn't wear. So that's always a winner.
Yeah. There actually wasn't, was there, this time, though? There wasn't anything that we actually forgot.
No, I don't think so. We did have to drive to an Amazon locker because Emily has got a smartwatch and she forgot the charger. So we ordered one, drove all the way to an Amazon locker, picked up the charger, got back to the van. Emily then went, oh no, I left my watch at home anyway. Complete waste of time. Got home, couldn't find the watch, turns out it was in the van. So yeah, we wasted an afternoon of our trip doing that.
Oh, it was 45 minutes. Don't exaggerate.
Yeah, and then this one again, what would you add or change? Yeah, oh, you would like that window a bit bigger, wouldn't you? Kitchen window.
What, our prison window?
Our prison window, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know why? Because Louise got the measurements wrong.
I didn't get the measurements wrong, I just didn't realise how small it would be when it came. There's a difference.
Oh, hilarious. It's so tiny.
One from Wayne. Hi Wayne. Will we be fitting an all into the van? Yes, we will. We're going to have one for shade for the dog. But we're not having the Fiamma wind out, break the bank, ridiculous thing that you have to put away as soon as it gets a little bit windy. So yeah, we're just looking at van all-in options. And I also want one that I can move around, because obviously at certain points of the day the shade is in a different area. So if you've got it coming off the front and the sun's over there, you don't get any shade. So yeah, we are looking at yes, it's some sort of one that I can move around the van. So that is coming soon, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah,
so we'll probably be looking at that soon. So yeah, definitely having an awning. Definitely want some sort of awning, but not, and definitely not like an awning that's a room, like a drive-away awning, because we just don't need the space.
No, we've tried that. We tried that on the last van, and the aggro. For
just
us, like, not saying that it is for everybody else, but
of course, if you've got kids or you've got a little van and you want the extra space or standing room, then fine. But no, the whole idea is having the van is that we can just pull up, see a bit, move on, pull up, see somewhere else, because
yeah.
What's the trickiest part of the build? Well, it's probably best you answer this, isn't it?
Having to listen to Louise moan about it continuously. She had a little flid out yesterday. Oh, I'm just sick of doing stuff in the van.
I am sick of doing stuff in the van.
Yes, well, we can't go away at the moment, and there's a couple of upgrades, so therefore that's what you have to do.
The trickiest part of doing the van, for me, is probably the electrics. Well, not actually doing the electrics, but just plucking up the courage to strap on a pair and just get on with it, I would say.
Look what she's done.
That's the cat's done that. Anyway, yeah, so probably, I'd say the trickiest part of the build was probably, yeah, it's got to be the electrics, isn't it? Actually, no, the trickiest part of the build was filming it and building it in a tight schedule. That was definitely the hardest part. If you're going to do a van build and want to set up a YouTube channel, you need to add on, I'd say, 1/3 extra time for moving cameras around and trying to film stuff, and then all your evenings in the week you're going to spend editing videos. So yeah, that was probably the trickiest part.
Oh yeah.
Everything else, I mean, the plumbing's easy, or relatively easy once you've got half a clue what you're doing. The windows, cutting all the holes in the van wasn't too bad. Floor, woodwork, definitely. Yeah, getting my head around the electrics was probably but it's also the part of the build that I enjoyed the most.
Yeah. The trickiest part for me was having to hold things up all of the time with a broken shoulder.
And her short little arm, she can't reach.
You know, that was very tricky.
Alright, this is the last question. And we keep getting asked this as well. Have you thought about camper vibe merchandise, stickers, etc.? So we're going to do stickers, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully.
I want a t-shirt.
Emily wants her own t-shirt,
And a vest top like this.
but we're not going to mass produce t-shirts.
Oh, no, it's just for me. Get Louise a cap, of course.
But we are going to do some stickers. So if anyone's interested in stickers, which we will get on to doing, it'll be our logo probably, and then maybe like we might do an AJ sticker.
Oh yeah, because he is a cutie pie.
He is a cutie pie. But yeah, let us know in the comments if you might be interested in stickers, just so we know roughly how many to order. Whether it's 5 or 10.
One. Just that one person.
No, a few of us.
When she says few, she means like 4
people. But yeah, that's it really, isn't it? That's all the questions pretty much. If we have missed your question, or if you see this video and didn't have time to ask a question, put them in the comments of this video, and then maybe in a couple of months' time we'll do another one when we haven't filmed anything else during the week. So
you're so bad.
I know.
But no, thank you very much for everyone who did ask a question. It was really nice of you to take an interest in us and the build and our little family and stuff like that. So thank you.
And to all of our subscribers, old and new. So we've got quite a few new ones lately, haven't we?
Yeah.
So hello to you guys, and thanks for following. But especially thank you to the ones that have been here from day one, when the videos were shot in a portrait orientation and they just didn't make any sense and they were just really rubbish.
This is why I'm not allowed to do the editing, because I'll go back to that.
Yeah, because in the beginning you did the filming. She did the filming on her phone like that.
Oh, that's true actually. Yeah, I did, yeah.
You did, and then that's when we put a kibosh to that. And...
Yeah, after like the first video I was like, that doesn't look good, does it?
But yeah, so thank you guys ever so much for watching. If you haven't seen our van build series, I will put a link below or up in one of the corners or something. We've got the whole build step by step. So like I say, the early videos are a bit shocking, but it does break it down for you. And if you haven't subscribed and you do feel like it, give us a go.
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
come and join. Come and join.
Thanks guys. We will see you next week.
Bye.